Greetings, salutations, good day, and hi, and welcome once again to Formula Holo, where we continue on to the second weekend of the 6th series, the driving days of the 6th series, with rounds 5 and 6 at TT Circuit Assen and Rattlesnake Point. Thanks for joining us on this fantastic March 5th as we celebrate the first anniversary of this VTuber racing project, which began sometime around March 2nd in the middle of a boring, underwhelming afternoon. Anyway, let's have a look at the points standings. Those were Subaru, still barely on top of the Drivers' Championship, by just 13 points over Holo Marine. And third is Cali, fourth is Meme, fifth is Shiranui Flare. That's the top half of the standings. Going on to the second half of the standings, the bottom half of the standings. So far, we have 7 drivers still yet to score points. Among them, 2 EN Gen 2 drivers, Sukumo Sana and Sarasvana. Not a good start to the series for the defending drivers champion Sana. And of those 7 drivers, 3 of them have yet to even qualify for a race. That's Pekora, Risu, and Fauna. Looking at the team table, unsurprisingly, it's Gen 2, the Akukin Kensetsu Racing Team, on top with 395 points. No doubt thanks to Subaru's race wins in rounds 1 and 2. Second is Usada Kensetsu with 369 points, thanks to Flair's win in round number 3 at Harama. And EN Gen 1 is third with 242 points, thanks to a couple of nice high results from Cali. And the defending champions of the Constructors' Championship, Neofatori, not doing that hot, with 55 points, well below the other teams. Anyway, gonna load up RF and get things underway. Just waiting for the game to load. Halt the music. And here we are. So if you're new to Formula Holo, this is basically Hololive drivers, Hololive members racing F1 style. Anyway, let's head on down to the TT Circuit Assen, somewhere in the Netherlands. It's perhaps the MotoGP equivalent of the Monaco Grand Prix. It's the biggest race in motorcycle racing. 15 laps with a hard time limit of 25 minutes. And we shall go ahead and load circuits. I think the settings look sort of right. Anyway, while you're at it, I'll just post this link to the IndyCar roster poll. If only I'm able to make such a link work. Just a moment. Just need to get the link to the VTuber IndyCar roster poll. If you haven't gone ahead to vote for your favorite indie VTubers in the upcoming May series. Yes, everyone should be in. Anyway, we're just waiting for The first set of drivers to come out momentarily. Let's follow the 4th Series champion, Shirogane Noel. So, this is TT Circuit Assen. As you saw in the loading screen, it's around 2.831 miles, 4.555 kilometers, 18 turns. First, you go into these tight loop-de-loops. And then you go onto this relatively long section. And then a bit of a scoop right there. Before you turn right and onto the far point on the other side. Another couple right-hand turns. And then a slight right-hand turn, and then a slight left-hand turn. Before this chicane that would lead directly to the start-finish line. And that's a lap at Assen. Anyway, we need a grid of 36 drivers. That's how we do it here. Only the top 36 drivers in qualifying will get to race, and annoyingly, Fauna fails to qualify for the 5th consecutive race in this series. Man, you just hate to see it. No Choco, no Kanata, no Suisse, no Fauna. Takane Louie also is a no-show for this race. So that's 2 drivers, at least, with no points after 5 rounds. Subaru misses out on this race. What just happened there, Shuba? Why is Marine floating in midair? That just makes no sense. Yes, look at that. What is this? You can't go where if you're floating in midair. A lot of these drivers are failing to race. Pekara! Goodness! Just missed out on the cut. So we have 3-ish drivers who will still be without points. As we see, Nanana Shimume qualify for this race, but barely. Fresh off her win at Cleveland last Sunday. Pole position is, of course, the 4th Series champion, Shirogane Noel. Drivers who start off the race with pole position earn 1 bonus point to a score. Silly Yagu, that's not how you park. Second, Tsukumo Sana. The 2 most recent drivers' champions start 1 and 2 respectively. Nice. This might make for some good racing. Roboco will begin 3rd and Iroha 4. Toa and Iris round out the first 3 rows. And then we have Sora, Shion, and Laplace. Aki, Rose, Polka, and Hachima. Gura, Lamy, and Dame. Anya, Okayo, Nene. Achan, Bales, and Aqua. Kiara, Chloe, and Mel. Koyori, Miko, and Luna. Ina, Botan, and Kuroni. Muna, Mio, and Korone. And finally, Watame, Mume, and Yopi. Grid is locked in. 15 laps at Assen. Everyone is set to go here already on the grid, and here we go. Round number 5 is set to begin. Let's bring in the background music, and we are set underway on this first Saturday of March. Shirogane Noel in pole position as we wait for the 4 lights to show up. It's lights out, and away we go! Everyone speeding up. A bit of a boost by Roboco on the opening turn. Going around this tight first set of turns. Good, clean start by everyone. Sana goes ahead of Shirogane Noel. While third is Kazuma Iroha. And everyone is going single file in the first few drivers. Everyone bunched up together in the first turns, but now slowly trying to get into single file. Trying to get as good position as possible. Scanning all throughout this field. Sana trying to get her first points of this series. Noel got Hamiltoned. Interesting. Going into the front stretch of this circuit. And onto the chicane. Noel is just behind Sana. And it's Sana, Noel, and Iroha, your top 3 after 1 lap. And everyone has made it through cleanly. No issue from anyone as Noel jumps ahead of Sana to take the lead. And Iris has gone up to 3rd now. Roboco 4th, and what happened to Iroha? She dropped down a bit to 7th. Up goes 5, Roboco 4. And Roboco jumps ahead to 3. I look at the distance between drivers. Sana just 0.39 behind Noel. As we go around onto the front area again. Look how close these 3 drivers are. Oh, be very careful. Oh, Akros joins the mix. Akros moves up to 3. Roboco is 2. Noel, the Series 4 champion. Roboco, the Series 2 champion. Akiro's the winner of a couple races, I suppose. Careful there, Iroha. Trying to do some ninja-like moves for someone who's not supposed to be a ninja herself. Everyone made it through 2 laps cleanly. Looking into these drivers. Still Noel and Roboco and Akiros. Hardly any change to the top 3 from the previous lap. A really close cluster of drivers in the top 10. Much of the race is single file driving. It's still relatively early on. Roboco trying to find an opportunity to overtake. And here comes Roboco. She has jumped ahead of Noel. Roboco-san, she has a lap lead. Sun is back up to 3. We'll have 4. Iris down to 5, with Hachima just behind. Akiro's on the offensive. Went ahead of this one spot with that nice move to distract Twappy. Noel's lead is 1.395. Still right beside Polka. Now she just goes behind Polka. So we are a third of the way through round number 5. Toronto? No, this is the Netherlands, not Toronto. Bit of a mistake by Hachima. Luckily, she's still driving. Laplace is in pit lane. Cornet is also pitting. Loco's lead has gone up to 3.36. The top 3 are previous FH champions. With Kazuma Iroha of the fledgling Yamada Motorsport Gen 6 team in JP, just 4th behind. And then she tracing her way to 6. Corona and Laplace are both 1 lap behind. While Chiara is still quite a distance behind much of the grid. Robico has had 1 race win in FH. Noel, 4. Sana, 3 race wins, all in the previous series, en route to her championship. As we're almost halfway through this race. Error! Oh my goodness, Anya has made a mistake. Oh, got slammed into by someone, and she is going to be out of the race for no score. And also, Achan is also a casualty. So Achan and Anya will both be out. Disappointing result for these two, as Robico, Noel, and Iris continue their run in the top 3 in this round. Confirming that both are out due to accidents. Drivers being bunched up together, as we'll see a few more drivers having to pit. Okayo and Meme and Muna. Having to take a breather. Six to go. Robico is just ahead of Noel by 3.8. As Robico tries to lap Mume, but Mume wants nothing of it. Muna being an obstacle to Noel, while Corona is being an obstacle to Iris. Roja is basically clear for the time being. Same for Sana. Roboco-san, the only FH driver to win a series without having won a single race throughout that series. In fact, she's only won just one race in the third series. And so far, so good for her. She has now a 5.181 lead over Noelle. Top three remain unchanged from the previous lap. Camera. Bit of a scuffle between Bells and Shion. Just still the two drivers out of the race, while 4 cars are behind by the one lap. That's Muna, Korone, Laplace, and Okayu. Classification is given at least 90% race distance, so 14 laps to get classified. You gotta be classified to score points. Four to go in this race, so you don't have to reach the finish line once a checkered flag is waved, but you gotta finish at least 14 laps and finish in the top 30 to score points. Going to continue to be an obstacle, or perhaps some help for Roboco, trying to prevent anyone from passing, as Iris has somehow jumped up to second. Oh, and a good move by Iroha. She has gone back to third. Iroha has had a previous medal podium finish in the 5th series. Three to go. Sorry again for the lag. And Okayu is now 2 behind. Not good for the Mario Kart Cup champion. As we have ourselves more issues on the track. Akirosa, I believe, has lost it somewhat. All 4 wheels are still intact on her car. She is not out of the race yet. But she's definitely wounded without that extra downforce. Again, lag. Ah! Roboco, Iris, and Iroha, your top 3 onto this penultimate lap of this round. Looks like Roboco has traded friendships, switched friendships from Muna to Korone. Well, never mind. Korone acting like a bulldog on that moment instead of her usual adorable puppy self. Again, on to these last few drivers. Akiro's had to restore her the wings on her car. As Roboco goes around the chicane and marks 1 to go at TT Circuit Assen. Iris second, Iroha third, but it's all bunched up over there. Sana is on the move. She's moved up to podium, trying to watch out for some of these cars in the way. It looks like still anyone could be third. Heck, might as well anyone might be second at this point. This time it's Sana who goes up to second. Iris goes down to 3. As Roboco's lead still remains great. 11.468 for Roboco. As we start to wind down this round, who is going to finish second and third? It's a no-doubter who is going to win this race. Just the chicane left for Roboco-san. And Holo winner's podium. Roboco wins at Assen. That's her second FH race win. And it looks clear as daylight for Tsukumo Sana to take home second. And third is gonna be Iris, just edging out Iroha for the last podium spot. Iroha fourth, Shogun and Noel fifth, Nenachi 6, Sora 7, 8 Hachima, 9 Toa, 10 Bells. As we're waiting for the last few drivers to cross start finish. Kiara's good. Mei will at least avert the previous race winner's curse. Getting on the board for this race, adding a few extra points to her name. Luna's good, and Korone will close down the points. Koyori will finish with 1 point. Everyone is in. Roboco-san is your winner at Assen. With second, Sana getting her first points of the series. Iris, another third placer. Gonna update the medal counts. Roboco now tied with Marine for most podium finishes with 8 apiece. Sana, podium again. Iris, another podium for her, all third placers. As we add in the points, Roboco, Sana, Iris, Iroha, Noel, Nene, Sora, Hachima, Toa, Bells, Crony, Mio, Gura. Mouse, mouse, mouse. Aqua. Watame. Lammy. Ame. Melbotan. Luna. Ina. Miko. Chloe. On the board. And then Shion and Kiara. Meme. And Polka. Kurone and Koyori. 30 drivers scoring points. Iofi gets none. Gets no points. So plus no points. Aki Rose. Nada for her. Okayu finishes 2 laps behind. No classification. And H-Chan. Accident, Anya, accident, and I may be missing out on a name. And yes, I seem to be missing a name. Okosana, Iris, Roha, Noel, Nena, Sora, Hachimatoa, Bell's Crony, Miyogura, Aqua Watame, Lamy Ame. Iris, Roha, Noel, Nena, Sora, Hachimatoa, Bell's Crony, Miyogura, Aqua, Nena, Sora, Hachimatoa, Bell's Crony, Mio, Gura, Aqua, Watame, Lamy, Ame, Mel, Botan, Luna, Ina, Miko, Chloe, Shion, Kiara, Meme, Polka, Muna Corone. And it looks good. Adding to the points table now. Adding to the points table. And that looks correct as far as I'm concerned. And Noel will get a bonus point because she started off pole. And despite all this effort, for some reason Subaru still remains on top of the points standings by just 12 points. Roboco shoots up to second in the Drivers' Championship with 188, and Marine goes down a bit to third with 187. Iris goes up to 4 with 161, and Nanashimume is fifth with 147. And 5 drivers still yet to score. That's Suisse, Pekara, Risu, Fauna, and Louis, all of which failed to show up for this preceding race. It's still Pekara, Risu, and Fauna that have yet to race. Mount Styx is at Rattlesnake Point. So yeah, the first fictional course in this 6 series calendar. Rattlesnake Point, gotta look through my description here. It's described as a fictional created 4.72 mile long permanent road course located in an ecotourism area in Milton, Ontario, Canada. So naturally it looks like a leaf, this whole entire circuit. It's so long, you only need 11 laps for a good enough race. Who will rake the competition on this round? We shall go ahead and head up to the circuits. Okie dokie. The fictional Rattlesnake Point road course. Ecotourism, not eco-terrorism. Okay. So, everybody is up and ready to go for qualifying. Nice set of grandstands. And qualification is a go. Who just came out? Well, here's the bunny rabbit. One of the 3 drivers who have yet to qualify for a race, and so strap in. This preview lap might take a while. After some left-hand turns, you go turn right and go uphill. There's some crazy elevation changes and, of course, walls. Onto this baseball stadium grandstand-like corner, perhaps the tightest turn on this course. And then a right-hand turn, and then another right-hand turn before you reach another point on this maple leaf. Mind your brakes. Careful not to understeer. Now that you think about it, this track looks more like a hand than a maple leaf. So you're just going around this relatively short index finger, and then onto the thumb. Go around the tip of the thumb. Be greeted by another rowdy pack of fans in the grandstands, and then you head onto the wrist. And then after another couple turns, you'll have completed a lap. And my goodness, did it take more than 2 minutes to complete this lap. Doesn't even tell how many turns it has, because of course, you know, fictional course. They don't keep track of what specific elevation changes or how many turns there are for such courses. All right, here's your starting grid, I guess. And surprise, surprise, Fauna fails to qualify for a 6th consecutive race this series. It's also tiresome. Choco's a no-show, Bales is a no-show. Roja fails to qualify for this race. No Crony, no Kanata, no Korone, no Subaru. Bono's car stalled before it even began. Meme is too slow. Miko's too slow. Nanachi and Laplace also no shows. No Caillou, no Mio, no Kiara, no Marine, no Fubuki, and it looks like both Pekara and Risu have qualified for this race. So leaving Fauna as the only no-show after this first half of races in this series, and that confirms And that confirms that Pekka and Risu welcome to the 6th series. Amelia Watson is at pole position, with Nakiriyami right next to her. Followed by Louie and Ina. Achan and Sora, best buddies together. Hachima Matsuri and Iris. Gura, Polka, and Toa. Botan, Muna, Pekara. Noel, Mel, and Koyori. Roboko, Risu, and Diopi. Sana, Lamy, and Anya. Suise, Luna, and Rene. Heck, all 4 of the 5 drivers, Fauna being the only exception, getting to race at Rattlesnake. Azuki, Flare, and Naki Rose. And Chloe, Aqua, Shion. And finally, Callie, Watame, and Ollie. And before I forget, because I've already forget, your Constructors' Championship standings, look how close Gen 2 and Gen 3 are. Gen 2 is at 426 points, Gen 3 at 415 points. Those are your top 2. And third on the Constructors' Championship is EN Gen 2, the Council, with 290. Yeah, I think that looks right. Anyway, 11 laps at Rattlesnake Point. We are set to go here. We're set to go here for this round. And let's get right to it. Don't want to waste any more time. We are going to go ahead and race. 36-car grid. Ame and Ayame. Set to go here for round number 6 at Rattlesnake Point, where it's lights out and away we go. Everyone disperses. A good start good clean start by everyone. It's Ame and Ayame just behind. Chikanya Louie third. As we head onto the first turn. See how clean the start is. Not bad at all. Going on to turn number 2. Or 3 if you want to be nitpicky. Still clean by everyone. Baseball grandstand, the tightest turn on this course. Ayame jumps ahead of Amelia to take the lead. Everyone trying not to be too risky early on, apparently. Takanya Louie is just behind Ame. 4th is Ina. 5th is Achan. Oh, this is a tricky part of the race. Louie has jumped up to 2nd, it looks like. Just for a brief moment, Amelia wants to get back to 2nd. Very close between 2nd through 5th as I go around the thumb. Doesn't look like anyone has had an issue as far as I'm concerned. Looks good. it appears, as the cars go on to the wrist. Matsuri jumps up to third. Fourth is Louis, fifth is Tokinosora. As they approach the main grandstand, the main start-finish line, it's Ojo with the lead after 1 of 11 laps. Tokinosora is third, a distant third behind Emilia. And Chloe is having issues. She has to go in pit lane early on. And Azuki makes a mistake on that point. Shion crashes out. What in the world just happened? Oh, a lot of cars just spinning out, having issues. Looks like there's multiple casualties. It's Shion and Lammy, both out of the race. Shion and Lammy both out. Remember, do not when you drive, don't drink. Also, sort of works the other way. When you drink, don't drive. Some tight racing going on. Ayame, Ame, and Sora. Ayame almost sounds like Ame, so no wonder she prefers to be called Ojo. So Shion and Lammy are both out. Well, a car remains in pit lane. That was quite an extended pit lane session for Chloe. And Iris is without her rear wing. Ame, Ojo, Ame, and Sora still your top three. Ame invents a Diame. Sure, because Ian, Gen 1, somehow begat Gen 2 of Hololive as Suisse crashes out, still scoreless. Ollie also down. So already at least 2 drivers yet to score after the first half of races in this 6th series. You hate to see it. Yoshi definitely cannot stop jobbing. Oh, sweet Sean, sweet Sean, sweet Sean. Herself hit by the comet, that is Ollie. And Ollie, who is already dead, has died again. Ojo leads by 2.022, now 2.118. Iris and Chloe both behind by 1 lap. Oh, it's this tricky section again. Gonna have a look here. Someone has gone wide. That's Pekara. Be very careful out there. Pekara and Sana both avert a bit of danger. And Omaru Polka has jumped up to 3. Risu is in points territory. As we're scanning through this field, Husky in pit lane, Iofi is another casualty. Careful about those wet paints, they're quite slick and slippery. So, cross off Iofi's name from the point scores. It's still a distance from Ayame. Takanya Louie back up to 3rd. Still Ayame and Amelia. Louie 3rd, Polka 4. Sora P5. Oh, it's this. Let's have a look at this tricky section again. Because this is where many incidents happen. Somehow it was clean on the opening lap, but later laps have not been as clean as Aqua makes a mistake. Somehow she still manages to survive a blooper. Going around the baseball grandstand. And yes, we are 1 hour away from VT League action. Five drivers accident prone. Chloe, Iris, and Azuki both lapped. Longest track in this 6th series, Rattlesnake Point in Ontario, Canada. Ojo continues to lead by around 2.5 seconds. Oh, it's this section again. I want to see how drivers fare there. No surprise, a car spins. That looks like H-Chen. Yes, it is. And she got bumped by Luna. She just got bumped by Luna. But hopefully it's just a minor bump. And they're both okay. They still seem to have everything in order as far as car appearance goes. Ame has gone closer to Ayame. Anyway, forgot about Beach League action. We are 5 to go. Ame is still just behind Amelia. Look how close these three drivers are. Louie jumps up to second. Ame's down to 3. Okafor Sora is 5. Four to go at Rattlesnake Point as a BT League action is about to commence, has already commenced. First match is between Nepolavo and 774 if you're interested in that. Oh, a mistake by Louie on that turn. Oh, she just went down from second to fourth in a heartbeat. It's that dreaded turn again, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Sora has to pit. And Chloe again having to be in pit lane. Polka has gone up to third. She might want to go up to second as Ocho's lead still remains intact. It's a battle between Polka and Ame. I don't know why a lap says 9:09 when it should say 4 out of 11. Soon 3 out of 11. Having a look onto the onto this turn. And Sora is just coming out of pit lane. Risu! Risu overspins. Oh, no! Oh, that was close by Risu, but just a bit too close for her. Oh, she slams into Ina! Ina's still driving, but she lacks front and rear wings. Roboco is without her rear wing. And Azuki has fallen out of the race entirely. Azuki has crashed out. It's still Ame Polka. Noel has gone up to 5. Louis still 4. Penultimate lap of this challenging road course race. Having a look at these drivers. No issue for the top 10 as far as I'm concerned on these turns. Ina might as well go in pit lane. She will. Ina and Risu. Still a fair distance between Ame and Polka. Sora, Iris, and Chloe are one lap behind. Roboco, Risu, and Ina are pit lane. Risu's done with her pit stop. Still quite distant is Polka from Ame. And here comes Nakiri Ayami to mark 1 to go here in round number 6 at Rattlesnake Point. 1 to go. So far so good for these drivers for the top 5. Bit of a scuffle between Toa and Matsuri. Roboco and Ina are just getting out of a pit lane. Ame leads by 4.723. And she has basically led the whole entire race after jumping ahead of Ame in the opening lap. It's been the Ojo Show here in Ontario. Going around the thumb. And onto the tip of the thumb, approaching the wrist. Polka on the move to try to take second from Ame. But here comes Nakiri Ayame. Ojo is just a couple turns away from tasting victory for the very first time. And here comes Nakiri Ayame. That is her first Formula Hall race win. Nakiri Ayame wins at Rattlesnake Point. Amelia Watson comes home second. Polka will take home third. Nakiri Ayame wins by 6.811 seconds over Ame. Polka third. Takane Louie will finish fourth. Shogun and Noel will come home fifth. We've had 9 race finishers. Now it's 13. As Koyori thankfully finishes the full race distance. Few more drivers left to complete the race. This race isn't quite over until everyone has clocked in. Flair is good. And Reine will come home to score 23rd, and Aki Rose will get 24. And Ayunda Risu will get her first points of the race. Just waiting for her to cross the start finish, and she does. This race is over. Alright, alright, the points are in, and for the first time in FH, Nakiri Ayame comes out on top for the 100 points. Amelia finishes second, 76 points since she started at pole. And Polka. All right, let's add in the points, wrap up for today, and we get to watch some VT League action. Match already in progress. Nepalabo and 774. At this moment, Lammy has scored for Nepalabo. It's now 1-0 at the 35th minute of this opening match of Day 2. Let's see, Hachima Luna Achan. Button. Anya. Muna. Aqua Cali. Sana. Watame. Flair. Rene. Aki Rose. Risu gets on the board for the first time. And then Sora Iris. Ina, Roboco, Chloe, and accidents for Aski, Yofi, Ollie, Suisse, Lammy, Shion. Locking in the points. And we're gonna grab the file. Grab the points file, make sure everything is locked in. And it all looks good. And how is it that Subaru has yet to score in 4 consecutive races and still remains on top of the point standings? Is anyone even going to come close to touching her? Goodness. Subaru still remains on top with 200. Roboco second with 190. Marine third, 187. Nyame 176. Iris 165. Suisse and Fauna both still yet to score. Fauna still yet to qualify for a single race. Constructors Championship. It's still Gen 2 with 523 points and Gen 3 with 469. As we showcase Ojo's car, because she won for the very first time. Who's Ojo? That's gotta be this car. Anyway, that's gonna do it. I'll consider an earlier start for today. For the racing. I think we'll start 10 a.m. Eastern instead of 11 a.m. Eastern for the rest of the series. Because I forgot BT League starts an hour earlier than usual, and I forgot to account for that. Durr! Anyway, 10 a.m. Eastern for tomorrow, I think. For the next couple rounds of the driving days of Series 6, where we race at the old Dijon 1979 F1 circuit, and then take a trip to Twin Ring Motegi for rounds 7 and 8. So we are done for now. Thanks for watching Formula Holo for today. Hope to see you tomorrow for rounds 7 and 8. And have a great rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the BT League. Utsa Dag.